7 days to free your mind. After 65, the Advanced Thinking Challenge. Are you ready to unlock your mind's full potential? Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of clarity, curiosity, and purpose. A mind unburdened by outdated beliefs, societal scripts, or self-imposed limitations. Now imagine achieving this transformation in just 7 days. Sounds impossible? It's not. At 65 and beyond, many people believe their mental flexibility has peaked, that it's too late to think differently, dream bigger, or embrace new possibilities. But neuroscience tells us otherwise. Your brain is capable of remarkable growth, adaptation, and renewal at any age. The key lies in challenging it intentionally and strategically. In this video, we'll guide you through the Advanced Thinking Challenge, a powerful 7-day program designed to free your mind from constraints and unlock its full potential. Each day focuses on a specific mindset shift or cognitive exercise that will help you break free from mental ruts, cultivate advanced thinking skills, and rediscover the joy of intellectual exploration. By the end of the week, you'll have tools to keep your mind sharp, agile, and endlessly curious for life. So, if you're ready to embark on a journey of mental liberation, grab a notebook, clear your schedule, and let's dive into Day 1. Why our minds get stuck after 65. The accumulation of mental habits. Over decades, our minds develop deeply ingrained patterns, habits of thought that shape how we perceive the world, solve problems, and navigate challenges. While these patterns can be efficient, they often become rigid, limiting our ability to adapt to new situations or see alternative perspectives. For example, someone who's always approached problem-solving analytically might struggle to embrace creative solutions. Another person might dismiss innovative ideas because that's not how we've always done things. Decades of exposure to societal norms can create biases that cloud judgment and stifle originality. These mental habits aren't inherently bad. They're survival mechanisms that helped us function efficiently earlier in life. However, after 65, when routines tend to dominate daily life, these habits can trap us in predictable ways of thinking, leaving little room for growth or reinvention. The weight of past experiences. Another reason our minds get stuck is the weight of past experiences. Memories, both positive and negative, influence how we interpret present circumstances and future opportunities. While drawing wisdom from experience is valuable, over-relying on it can lead to stagnation. For instance, a person who faced rejection in their youth might avoid taking risks later in life, even when the stakes are low. Someone who achieved success using a particular method might assume it's the only way to succeed, ignoring newer approaches. Painful memories or regrets can anchor us in the past, preventing us from fully engaging with the present moment. By holding tightly to what we know, we inadvertently close ourselves off to fresh insights and possibilities. To free your mind, you must learn to balance the lessons of the past with openness to the unknown. Fear of cognitive decline. Finally, fear plays a significant role in keeping minds stuck after 65. Many older adults worry about memory lapses, slower processing speeds, or difficulty learning new skills. This fear can lead to avoidance behaviors, sticking to familiar tasks rather than challenging the brain, or even resignation to decline. However, research shows that cognitive health depends less on age and more on how actively we engage our minds. Just as muscles grow stronger with use, so does the brain. By confronting fears head-on and adopting practices that stimulate neuroplasticity, you can maintain and even enhance your cognitive abilities well into your golden years. The science behind freeing your mind. Neuroplasticity. Rewiring your brain at any age. The cornerstone of the Advanced Thinking Challenge is neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. For decades, scientists believed that neuroplasticity was limited to early childhood, but modern research has debunked this myth. Studies now show that the brain remains adaptable and capable of change well into old age. For example, learning a new language or skill stimulates the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. Old activities strengthen executive functions like planning, problem solving, and impulse control. Engaging in mindfulness practices increases gray matter density in regions associated with attention and emotional regulation. By intentionally challenging your brain, you can harness neuroplasticity to break free from rigid thought patterns and develop advanced thinking skills. The key is consistent, deliberate effort, pushing yourself to think differently, explore unfamiliar territory, and embrace novelty. The role of cognitive reserve. Another critical factor in maintaining mental agility is cognitive reserve, the brain's resilience to damage or decline. Think of it as a savings account for your mind. The more deposits you make through education, mental stimulation, and social engagement, the better equipped you are to handle challenges like stress, illness, or aging. Building cognitive reserve involves lifelong learning. Continuously acquiring knowledge and skills creates a buffer against decline. Mental stimulation. Activities that require focus, creativity, and problem-solving enhance brain fitness. Social interaction. Meaningful connections provide emotional support and intellectual stimulation, both of which protect cognitive health. By participating in the Advanced Thinking Challenge, you'll actively contribute to your cognitive reserve, ensuring that your mind remains sharp and resilient for years to come. Emotional agility and mental freedom. Freeing your mind isn't just about improving cognitive function. It's also about cultivating emotional agility. This concept refers to the ability to navigate life's ups and downs with flexibility, self-awareness, and purpose. Emotional agility allows you to respond to challenges thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, freeing you from negative thought loops and limiting beliefs. Research shows that emotional agility reduces stress, enhances decision-making, and improves overall well-being. Practices such as reframing setbacks as opportunities, practicing gratitude, and embracing uncertainty all foster emotional resilience. These tools not only help you think more clearly, but also empower you to approach life with greater confidence and optimism. Mindset shifts that unlock potential. Finally, science highlights the importance of mindset in shaping cognitive and emotional outcomes. Carol Dweck's groundbreaking work on growth versus fixed mindsets reveals that how we view our abilities directly impacts performance. A fixed mindset assumes intelligence and talent are static traits, while a growth mindset embraces the idea that they can be developed through effort and perseverance. Adopting a growth mindset opens the door to lifelong learning and personal evolution. It encourages curiosity, risk-taking, and persistence, all essential components of advanced thinking. By shifting your perspective from "I'm too old to learn" to "every day is an opportunity to grow," you unlock untapped potential and set the stage for transformative change. Day-by-day breakdown of the Advanced Thinking Challenge. Day 1. Embrace curiosity. Ask what if. The first step in freeing your mind is reigniting curiosity, the engine of innovation and discovery. On day 1, focus on asking questions that challenge assumptions and spark imagination. Activity: the what if exercise. Spend 15 minutes brainstorming bold, open-ended questions starting with what if. Examples: what if I could travel anywhere in the world right now? Where would I go? What if I had no fear of failure? What would I try? What if I approached today as an experiment? How would I behave differently? Write down your answers without judgment. Let your thoughts flow freely. Choose one idea from your list and take a small action toward exploring it, whether it's researching a destination, signing up for a class, or simply sharing your thoughts with someone else. This exercise trains your brain to think beyond limits and consider possibilities you might otherwise dismiss. It sets the tone for the rest of the week by reminding you that curiosity fuels growth. Day 2. Disrupt routines. Shake up your comfort zone. On day 2, disrupt predictable patterns to stimulate neuroplasticity and encourage adaptability. Small changes can have a big impact on how your brain processes information. Activity: routine remix. Identify one routine you follow daily, e.g., morning coffee, exercise, meal prep. Change it up in a meaningful way. Try brewing a new type of tea instead of coffee. Take a different walking route during your daily stroll. Swap out ingredients in a favorite recipe to create something unexpected. Pay attention to how these disruptions make you feel. Do they energize you? Make you uncomfortable? Reflect on why. By stepping outside familiar rhythms, you signal to your brain that flexibility is valuable and enjoyable. Day 3. Practice mindfulness. Be present without judgment. Mindfulness helps quiet the noise of overthinking and self-criticism, creating space for advanced thinking. On day 3, dedicate time to being fully present. Activity: guided mindfulness session. Find a quiet spot and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and focus on your breath for 10 minutes. Use a guided meditation app like Calm or Headspace, or simply repeat a mantra such as "I am here, I am enough." If distracting thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently return to your breath. Afterward, write down 3 things you noticed about your surroundings during the session. Details you might usually overlook. Mindfulness sharpens awareness and enhances emotional regulation, laying the groundwork for clearer, more creative thinking. Day 4. Solve problems creatively. Think outside the box. Creative problem solving requires breaking free from linear thought processes. On day 4, engage in activities that stretch your imaginative muscles. Activity: the random word challenge. Open a book, close your eyes, and point to a random word on the page. Alternatively, use an online random word generator. Set a timer for 5 minutes and brainstorm as many uses for that word as possible. For example, if the word is spoon, ideas might include using it as a musical instrument, a gardening tool, or a prop in storytelling. Push yourself to come up with unconventional solutions. Quantity matters more than quality here. This playful exercise strengthens divergent thinking, the ability to generate multiple unique ideas, which is crucial for tackling complex problems. Day 5. Learn something new. Stimulate neuroplasticity. Learning new skills or concepts directly stimulates neuroplasticity, reinforcing connections in your brain. On day 5, commit to acquiring knowledge in an unfamiliar area. Activity: mini learning sprint. Choose a topic or skill you've always been curious about but never pursued. Options could include learning basic phrases in a foreign language, watching tutorials on photography, painting, or coding, reading articles or watching videos about quantum physics, history, or philosophy. Dedicate at least 30 minutes to immersing yourself in this new subject. Take notes or practice hands-on techniques if applicable. Share what you've learned with a friend or family member. Teaching reinforces retention and deepens understanding. Each new piece of knowledge expands your mental horizons and keeps your brain agile. Day 6. Reframe challenges. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Advanced thinkers view challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to growth. On day 6, practice reframing difficulties into opportunities for learning and improvement. Activity: the Reframe Journal. Think of a recent challenge or frustration you faced, a missed opportunity, a disagreement, or even a minor inconvenience. Write down 2 positive outcomes or lessons that emerged from the experience. For example, missing a flight taught me patience and resourcefulness when rebooking. A disagreement helped me understand another person's perspective better. Conclude by writing 1 actionable step you'll take to handle similar situations more effectively in the future. Reframing builds resilience and shifts your mindset from victimhood to empowerment. Day 7. Visualize your future self. Dream boldly. On the final day, envision the limitless potential of your future self. Visualization activates the brain's reward centers, motivating you to pursue goals aligned with your aspirations. Activity: the Future Self Meditation. Sit quietly and imagine yourself 5 years from now, living your ideal life. Picture vivid details. Where are you? Who is with you? What are you doing? How do you feel emotionally and physically? Write a letter to your future self describing this vision. Include specific goals, dreams, and actions you'll take to bring it to life. End with a commitment statement. I choose to live boldly, embrace change, and trust my ability to grow. Visualization primes your subconscious mind to seek opportunities that align with your vision, ensuring continued progress long after the challenge ends. The benefits of completing the Advanced Thinking Challenge: a sharper, more agile mind. One of the most immediate benefits of completing the Advanced Thinking Challenge is a noticeable improvement in cognitive agility. By engaging in activities that stimulate neuroplasticity, such as learning new skills, solving creative problems, and practicing mindfulness, you strengthen your brain's ability to adapt and innovate. Tasks that once felt mentally taxing become easier, and you'll notice increased clarity, focus, and mental stamina. For example, someone who struggled with multitasking might find themselves better able to juggle multiple responsibilities. Another person might discover they can learn new technologies or apps more quickly than before. Memory recall improves as neural pathways are reinforced through consistent mental exercises. These cognitive gains aren't just temporary. They lay the foundation for sustained mental sharpness, helping you navigate life's complexities with confidence and ease. Greater emotional resilience. Another profound benefit of the challenge is enhanced emotional resilience. Through practices like reframing challenges, embracing mindfulness, and visualizing bold futures, You develop the tools to manage stress, uncertainty, and setbacks more effectively. You stop seeing obstacles as threats and start viewing them as opportunities for growth. For instance, instead of feeling overwhelmed by a health issue, you approach it as a chance to prioritize wellness and self-care. When faced with criticism or rejection, you respond with curiosity rather than defensiveness, seeking constructive feedback. Moments of frustration no longer derail your day. Instead, you use them as reminders to pause, breathe, and recalibrate. This emotional flexibility allows you to maintain a positive outlook, even during difficult times. It also fosters deeper relationships, as others see you as a source of calm and wisdom. Rediscovery of purpose and passion. Perhaps the most transformative outcome of the challenge is the rediscovery of purpose and passion. By stepping outside predictable patterns and exploring unfamiliar territory, you reconnect with parts of yourself that may have been dormant for years. Old dreams resurface, new interests emerge, and you begin to see life as an ongoing adventure rather than a winding down process. Consider someone who completes the challenge and realizes their love for teaching hasn't faded. They decide to mentor young professionals or lead workshops in their community, or another person who rediscovers their artistic side, dedicating time each week to painting or writing poetry. These pursuits infuse life with meaning and excitement, proving that age doesn't limit creativity or ambition. Freedom from limiting beliefs. Completing the challenge also frees you from limiting beliefs about aging, capability, and potential. Each day's activity dismantles ingrained assumptions, replacing them with empowering truths. I'm too old to learn becomes every experience enriches my understanding. Things should stay the same evolves into change brings growth and opportunity. Failure defines me transforms into failure teaches me. This mindset shift eliminates self-imposed barriers, opening doors to possibilities you may not have considered before. Whether it's starting a business, traveling solo, or pursuing a lifelong dream, you realize there's nothing holding you back except outdated narratives. Inspiration for others around you. Finally, your transformation inspires those around you. Friends, family members, and peers witness your renewed energy, curiosity, and courage, and they're motivated to embrace change in their own lives. Your unpredictability becomes a beacon of hope, challenging societal stereotypes about aging and demonstrating that vitality knows no expiration date. For example, a grandchild watches you take up salsa dancing and decides to pursue their own passion project. A neighbor sees your commitment to lifelong learning and joins you for weekly book club meetings. Colleagues marvel at your willingness to adopt new technologies, sparking conversations about innovation and adaptation. By living boldly, you contribute to a cultural shift, one where older adults are celebrated as active contributors, thinkers, and creators. Your journey reminds everyone that life's most beautiful chapters often come later, written with wisdom, grit, and grace. Sustaining mental liberation beyond the 7-day challenge. Now that you've completed the Advanced Thinking Challenge, it's time to ensure these practices become a lasting part of your life. Here are actionable steps to sustain the momentum and continue freeing your mind. Step 1. Commit to lifelong learning. Make learning a non-negotiable habit. Dedicate at least 30 minutes each week to exploring new topics or skills, whether through online courses, books, podcasts, or hands-on experiences. Keep a curiosity journal where you jot down questions, ideas, and insights as they arise. Over time, this practice will deepen your knowledge and keep your mind agile. For example, if you enjoyed the random word challenge on day 4, incorporate similar creative exercises into your routine. Join local workshops or virtual communities focused on subjects you're passionate about. By staying intellectually engaged, you'll continue expanding your mental horizons. Step 2. Schedule regular reflection time. Set aside time weekly or even daily to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Use prompts like, "What did I learn today? How did I handle challenges? What could I improve next time? What am I grateful for?" Reflection fosters self-awareness and helps you identify areas for growth. It also reinforces lessons learned during the challenge, ensuring they stick long-term. Step 3. Introduce weekly disruptions. Keep your brain adaptable by introducing small disruptions to your routines every week. Whether it's trying a new recipe, rearranging your living space, or taking a different route to the store, these changes stimulate neuroplasticity and prevent stagnation. Make it a game to see how many ways you can shake up your habits while still enjoying the process. Step 4. Cultivate a growth mindset. Adopt language and behaviors that reinforce a growth mindset. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," reframe it as, "I'm getting better with practice." Celebrate effort over outcomes, and remind yourself that every experience contributes to your development. Surround yourself with people who share this perspective. They'll inspire you to keep pushing boundaries. Step 5. Share your journey. Inspire others by sharing your progress and discoveries. Whether it's through conversations, social media posts, or hosting gatherings, talking about your journey encourages accountability and connection. You might also discover opportunities to collaborate with like-minded individuals, further enriching your experiences. Step 6. Visualize monthly goals. At the start of each month, revisit the visualization exercise from day 7. Update your vision based on recent achievements and aspirations. Break larger goals into smaller, actionable steps, and track your progress consistently. This ongoing practice keeps you aligned with your dreams and ensures continuous forward movement. A life without limits begins now. Congratulations! You've taken a monumental step toward freeing your mind and unlocking its full potential. Through the Advanced Thinking Challenge, you've proven that age is no barrier to growth, creativity, or reinvention. By embracing curiosity, disrupting routines, solving problems creatively, and reframing challenges, you've begun rewriting the script of what's possible after 65. But remember, this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. The tools and strategies you've cultivated over the past 7 days are meant to serve as a foundation for a lifetime of mental liberation. With consistent effort and intention, you can continue breaking free from limitations and designing a life filled with purpose, passion, and possibility. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which day of the challenge resonated most with you? What's one insight or action you'll carry forward into your daily life? Share your reflections in the comments below. We're all here to support and celebrate your journey. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if this video inspired you to think differently and live boldly. Your support helps us reach more people ready to embrace advanced thinking and unlock their untapped potential. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more insights on personal growth, aging gracefully, and thriving at every stage of life. And if you found this content valuable, check out our playlist on mental agility after 65 for additional tools and techniques to keep your mind sharp and vibrant. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. Remember, your mind has no expiration date. Free it, nurture it, and let it guide you to places you never imagined possible. Here's to a future without limits, and a life lived fully, fearlessly, and freely.